video is going to be very quick and it's really about the culture shocks that I experienced after moving to the UK. The very first one started at the airport, guys. So at the airport, we took a taxi from Ifro to the place we were staying. Biggest mistake, JJC behavior. It was so expensive. See, in London, especially, the best form of travel is to use public transport. And trust me, it works, it's efficient. Sometimes the places that can take you maybe like 1 hour to drive to, a train will literally take you there in like 15, 10 minutes. So always check for public transport. Using Uber in this country is a waste of money, in my opinion. Second culture shock, the food. I needed to take a deep breath for that one. So, literally that night, we got lodged in the place we're staying. We ordered for pasta. When this food came, it was so bland. And that's when I realized that these guys don't eat a lot of spice. And you know, as a Nigerian girl, a Yoruba girl, I'm looking for the pepper, the heat. There was nothing. It was literally just, it felt like they just poured the pasta in the pot, added maybe oil, added tin tomatoes, and just said, yo, this is delicious. I don't know the chef that did that, but it wasn't good. Third culture shock, the weather. Oh my god. Especially also in London. It can be raining now, I kid you not, and then in the next 2 or 1 minute, everywhere will become sunny. Vice versa. It can be very sunny now, or you're happy and everything, and in the next 1 minute, it's raining. Without, so in Nigeria, when it wants to rain, there'll be that the clouds will get dark, thunder will now strike, there'll be lightning, and then the rain will start pouring. No, it doesn't happen like that in the United Kingdom. It will just be sunny, the next minute it's pouring. It's pouring. You can't do anything about that. And people walk in the rain without umbrellas. That's what I've noticed as well. Number 4. Let me take a deep breath for this one. People say thank you to bus drivers. It is expected when you enter a bus, you say thank you when you're going out. So like down for in Nigeria, nobody cares. The conductor doesn't care. But this one, when you're going, you say thank you to the driver. Number 5. The post office still works, which is a good thing really, because in Nigeria, I never went to a post office. But in this country, if you want to send things between two cities, the post office is your best option. It works. You send your things and then it gets there. Like, you can receive documents no matter how confidential it is, via Royal Mail and all of that. So it still works. I really love that about them. I love the transport system as well. You see this particular culture shock, okay? You can be living in an apartment and you will not know who your next neighbor is for years. Like, everybody is just out in the morning. At night, they come back. You can be walking on the street, you will not see anybody. So you be living next to somebody and you will not know who they are. You will meet your neighbor at the bus stop and you will not even know they are your neighbor. Because everybody's just minding their business, just being, to themselves. And, it's not like Nigeria where you have neighbors, your neighbor is borrowing your gen, your neighbor is saying, lend me this, give me pepper, give me that. It's not like that here. Here is everybody mind your business. Enter your room, lock your door. Lock your door. So if you don't have anything to do, boredom will just, finish you. And that's why, it's possible that people will die and nobody will know about it for weeks. I've heard stories of people dying in the United Kingdom and nobody knew about it for 2 weeks. It was after the body was smelling for a while. The neighbors will now say, what's going on? Something is smelling. They'll now break down the door and say that the person died a long time ago. The way the community is here is something else. Everybody's just to themselves. Nobody cares about anybody. Everybody's just minding their business, which is not really a good thing. I miss that so much about Nigeria. I miss my neighbors so much. This one is very funny. Guess what? If you enter a bus, so the buses, they have bus stops. So to enter a bus, you must go to the bus stop. If you're not at the bus stop, even if you're waving the bus driver will not stop. Also, if you miss your stop, so maybe say I'm sitting now in a bus now, I forget that, this is my bus stop. And then you now go and meet the driver, that, please can you, they won't stop. They can only stop at their bus stop. So you can only enter or come out of the bus at the bus stop. If you miss your bus stop, you have to wait, go to the next bus, take another bus that will take you back to where you're supposed to stop. So you can't say, oh, just stop me here, stop me here. No, 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 no. You don't stop anyhow. Now, this culture shock as well. You don't just cross the road anyhow. You know how we do in Ojoelegba, all those places. You just cross the road. You see a large road. You don't cross the road anyhow here in the United Kingdom. See, they have pedestrian lanes where you can walk. They have lanes where you can cross. In every major road, there is a path for you to cross. In fact, you will click on the key, you would wait until there's a signal for you to go. Then all of the cars will stop and then you can cross.